2022 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Buccaneers and the Vikings on Thursday night.
Find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. On 1st and 10, here's Mond. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this out past the 25.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mond on the bootleg. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run the toss now with Gibson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The shotgun. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Oh, he put it on the carpet. A fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. Out for the PAT. Here's Sloman. And it's good. And they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And
he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 16 carries, 56 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff for Gibson. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert on first down now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short term.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Mond. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mond. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down-focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time on the catch and run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air, Mond. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up.
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
16 yards. First down, Tampa Bay. 49's the light. Watch 49. Get long day for you.
On first down, it's Herbert. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
There's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Mon. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Mon. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mon going to throw it. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
From the 27, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll run with Gibson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Scott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go again with Scott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, Mon. And his throw is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's into the hands of the running back, Roundtree. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively,
he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. They find some open field here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a point defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Scott puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Herbert.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
Open man here is Scott, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Scott. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation. And
he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers' 44-yard line.
Mond looks to throw. Getting this to Roundtree out of the backfield.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but